Let me ask you something. When was the last time you opened a mobile app on your phone? If you're like most people, that was probably just a few minutes ago. It's very likely that you're watching this video on a mobile phone. In fact, the average person uses 10 apps every single day. And together we spend nearly 70% of our time, our digital time, on mobile apps. That's far more than websites. It's becoming extremely clear that if you want to build apps that reach to people, you will have to build it for mobile. But building mobile apps is a lot more difficult than building web apps, which is why we have created a template for building mobile apps. I'm going to show you a demo of an app that we have created using the template, and then I'm going to walk you through the template itself and show you how you can get started on building your own Web3 mobile app. So let's check out the demo first. All right, on the right-hand side, I have the iOS simulator running. I'm running iPhone 16 Pro on the simulator, and I have the demo running on the simulator. The demo is not available on the main branch of the template. You can switch to a branch called demo and you'll be able to see this screen. On the screen, we have some instructions on how to set up the template and everything before you can use it. However, I'm going to go over them in this video anyways. So I'll just click on check out the demo button. As you can see in the demo, we have used the email login method for a user to sign in. This is because using Web2 methods as a way to log in users or sign up users is much better than making the user download a wallet and then making them connect a new wallet. This reduces a friction for onboarding users, especially if they have never used Web3 apps before. Privy also allows connecting different login methods like wallets that are installed on the phone already. You can allow these login methods as well. This demo and the template uses Privy embedded wallets. Privy allows you to generate test accounts that you can use while developing your app. So I'm going to use one of them, and I'm going to paste this email and click on send code. This is particularly useful because you don't have to again and again delete users. You don't have to again and again request OTPs and whatnot. This saves a lot of time during development. I'm going to paste the OTP that I got from here and click on login. Also, one thing to notice was that the sign up flow or the login flow is also fully customizable. You can use Privy's login UI as well. However, I recommend customizing it to your app to make it more native, give that feel to the user. And this is the demo of the app. This is the wallet that we have created using the template, which I'm going to go over later in this video. You can see I have a $0.3 of balance. This is USDC balance on Mona testnet, and I have 1 Mon in gas available. And click on receive and see the QR code that somebody else can scan and send tokens to me. And click on copy. That copies the address. We are using this bottom sheet library as well in the demo. Then I can use that address with my other wallet to send tokens to this wallet. There's also a bottom sheet for signing. So if I click here and click on sign message, this is using the Privy's embedded wallet to sign the message. So that's there. And finally, you can send USDC using this feature. So if you enter an amount more than the balance, then it just turns red. And if you enter an amount which is valid, then you can send it. I'm going to copy an address from this wallet and I'm going to click on paste here. So click on allow paste. It will paste the address that I just copied in my browser from my browser. And now I can click on send. And that's it. The transaction was done. I can click on view on Monet Explorer and it opens up the browser. You can see the transaction happened almost 7 seconds ago. And yeah, that's mostly the demo. Let me switch to the app back again. And the last thing that is left is you can click on sign out and that just signs out the user. So that was the demo. Now let's check out how to set up this template locally and get started to build mobile apps. All right, let's get started on setting up this template locally. The easiest way to find the template is by going to docs.monad.xyz, going to templates, and clicking on React Native app with Privy embedded wallet. It's an entire guide on how to work with this template. I highly recommend checking it out when you're working with the template. The first link will take you to the template itself. Don't forget to start. The other way you can find it is by going to Monet Developers, GitHub organization, and looking up for this template. You can click on use this template button, create a new repository, and going to click an owner. I'm going to select myself. I'm going to name it YT Demo, YouTube Demo Mobile App. And then I'm going to click on Create Repository. It's going to take a few seconds and it's going to create a repository in your GitHub account with the content of the template. Once the repository is set up under your account, it's time to clone it locally. You can click the URL here and use the git clone command to clone it locally. switch to the directory, and now I can run npm install to install all the required packages. While that is happening, this template also requires you to have a Privy account because it uses Privy embedded wallets. So set up an account on Privy. I have already done that. And when you are on the home screen, you can click on Retrieve API keys. And this will show you your API keys like the app ID, app secret, etc. And then you also need to set up clients. When you click on clients, you'll be able to create a client. If you don't see a mobile app client, click on create client to create one. If you have one, you can click on edit and add allow app identifiers. This is essentially very similar to allowed origins you might have heard of when you are creating a web app, very similar to that. And you can add the following app identifiers. These are specific to the template. I'm going to show you where these are coming from, and you can also add the app URL schemes. I am again going to show you where this is also coming from. So let me switch to the terminal. The packages are installed. Let me open up cursor. And the app identifiers are coming from app.json file. If you check under iOS and bundle identifier, you can see I have this bundle identifier here. And for Android, there's a different one. It's called package. So if I copy this and paste, you can see the bundle identifier or the package for Android. This one I have added because this is required when you're running your app inside Expo Go. So this template also uses Expo, and if your app is not using any native modules, you can run your app inside the Expo Go app. And when you're doing that, you need this app identifier as well added. Otherwise, you won't be able to test your Privy login flow or sign up flow. The app URL scheme is coming from here. So you can add this one for the template. EXP was added. You can add this one. But essentially, whatever scheme you have here, you can add that in the Privy dashboard settings. And then you can copy this client ID, and I can go to the CNV example file. Let me create an env. So I just created an env file. Now I can paste the client ID here, and let me get the app ID from here and paste it here. So that is the app ID and the client ID. The template is now ready for us to run. So I can simply run npm run iOS, and that will start the project in the iOS simulator. As you can see, it has already started. So this is running inside the Expo Go app. You saw the logo of Expo Go, and you can see that the template allows you to edit your index.tsx screen, and you can get started from there. So that screen is inside app index.tsx. So I can change this to hello world and save. I should see that change here in the app as well. This template is also using file-based routing. So if you want to create a new route, for example, settings, I can create a folder, and inside that folder, all I have to do is create an index file, and that is a new route. So that's how you can create new routes in the app. This template also allows you to change different aspects of your app, like app name, icons, splash screen, etc. You can do so by going to the app.json file. You can see the app name. You can change the app name from here. Let me name it Hello Wallet app. You can change the slug if you wish to. You can add versioning, change your version numbers from your icon, etc. I'm just going to try to change the app name and see how it goes. So let me run npm run iOS. You can see the app name has already changed. To show you again, I will just open up Expo Go. You can see it's Hello Wallet app. Now let's try changing the icon. So I know that there's an icon at favicon.png. I'll just refresh the app. Yeah, there you go. You saw it, but let me show you again. You can see the app icon has also changed. So you can simply change different aspects of your app by just editing the app.json file. You can change the splash screen as well. Expo Go does not show you the splash screen, I think, so you won't be able to see the changes there. You can change the scheme of your app. This is for deep links if you want to create non-conflicting deep links, etc. We have a guide on that as well. Feel free to check that out. You can change the bundler identifier as well. Make sure this is unique and it's not easily possible for someone to accidentally have the same bundler identifier. This is used when you are publishing your app to the App Store. You will have to mention this and it has to be unique. Same for the Android package. One thing to also remember is that when you do that, don't forget to change the app identifiers in your Privy dashboard. If you wish to install the native app on the iOS emulator, you can do so by running the following command: npx expo run :iOS. This will start installing Cocoa Pods, setting up the environment, and then also create the native app from the React Native code that we have written and install the app on the iOS emulator. So this process takes a few minutes, and then we can see the app. As you can see, the app has shown up on the phone and it has been installed natively. So if I show you the screen, you can see the app is here. It has the same name that we set up, and we can click and see the app. You can also check out the demo branch of the template for code, which you might find useful. For example, in this wallet actions section of the guide, we have two examples: send USDC. If you click on it, you'll be able to see the code for the send bottom sheet that I showed you in the demo. You can take some parts of it into your project, or you can copy it as is. That is totally up to you. Similarly, we have the sign message code as well. So you can take parts where the wallet is signing the message, or if you want the entire bottom sheet, if you liked it, you can take that as well and modify it as you need. This is on the template repo in the demo branch. And yeah, if you want to run the demo locally, just go to this template repository, clone this repository, and then switch to the demo branch and just run the npm run iOS command, or follow the same steps for setting up the template, and you'll be able to see the demo locally. I highly recommend playing around with the demo first, and then you can set up the template and start working on your project. And that's it for the video. I am super excited to see what type of mobile apps you build. And if you do so, don't forget to post about it on Twitter. And don't forget to tag monad_dev. Thank you for watching.